Network Marketing Wizardry is a series of talks by Alvin Yong designed to help network marketing entrepreneurs to turbocharge towards greater success in this amazing wealth building industry.
Today is the first day of 2022. Happy New Year. It's a wonderful moment to look forward to a better year, set some new goals to stretch yourself so that you can be a better version of yourself in this year compared to last year. It is also a fitting moment to reflect on how you have come thus far to be who you are today. Have you been enriching your mind last year? What seed did you constantly put into your mind? And what seeds are germinating right now within you? You often hear that leaders are readers. Why? Because the leader must lead himself and others by the power of his thought. But where do his thoughts come from? Knowledge, good ideas, and fresh perspective must find a way into his being. Now, reading good books is one great way to enrich yourself. Every idea is like a dot that gets in. And with more dots, you can connect them in different ways. And that is how you can be innovative in creating new ideas for your business, coming up with better ways to solve problems, and devising wiser ways to live a good life. I consider my library to be one of the most treasured stuff in my home. In today's video, I would like to share 6 books that have influenced my way of thinking and being in a very major way. I would strongly recommend these books to anyone who might be looking for a good read in the coming new year. Book number 1, Jonathan Livingston's Seagull by Richard Bach. This is a book about personal breakthrough and living a life of no limits. This was one of the first books that caused a seismic shift in my consciousness to strive for continuous breakthrough and personal growth. This book tells a very simple story of a seagull called Jonathan, but it has a very profound message. You see, seagulls has wings, they fly. But for most of the gulls, flying is for finding food. But not for Jonathan. Jonathan is a very special seagull that sees flying as an art form. He works hard to achieve a breakthrough speed in flying, and eventually he even broke the sound barrier. The rest of the flock thought he was crazy and even branded him as an outcast. But Jonathan, this very special seagull, he lives a life by his own design. He went on to achieve breakthroughs after breakthroughs, and he lived a life that no other seagull has ever enjoyed. This book inspires me to follow my heart, to realize my dream, regardless what other people say, to live a life of no limits with a spirit of adventurism and freedom. This book is one of my favorite books that I give to all my downline partners. Book number 2, and that is The Law of Attractions by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Now, this is a book about manifestation. The Law of Attraction says that which is light onto itself is drawn. What it means is that the light will attract light. So if you think positive, you will attract positive. And if you keep thinking about negative things, then you keep attracting negative things into your life. So this book talks about the 3 levels of manifestation. What you think, what you say, and what you do. Now, these are all vibrations. So if what you think and say and do coincide with the positive vibrations, you will keep attracting positive things into your life. Now, this is the law of manifesting whatever you want to accomplish in your life and create a world of your choice. It is therefore a very important awareness to behold and a discipline to master. Whatever negative situation that you find yourself in, the book says, surely you can find one positive perspective to it and hold on to that positive perspective long enough for the law of attraction to work and start turning your situation around. Therefore, every one of us can practice the art of manifestations and be a conscious co-creator to attract that which we desire into our lives. I highly recommend everyone to read this book, as well as the entire series by Jerry and Esther Hicks. Book number 3, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. This is a book about liberations from all forms of self-limiting beliefs. Don Miguel Ruiz is a shaman and an author, and he is one of my spiritual masters. In 2013, I had the opportunity to learn personally from him in Teotihuacan, the ancient pyramid sites in Mexico. This book is about letting go of self-limiting beliefs, which have come about because we have unconsciously agreed to these beliefs during our growing up years. Now we can consciously make new agreements to erase those self-limiting beliefs. This book holds the secrets to unleashing personal freedom through following 4 new agreements, and they are: be impeccable with your word. 2, don't take anything personally. 3, don't make assumptions. And 4, always do your best. Following these 4 agreements have changed my life for the better, drastically. Not only they help me to unleash my personal freedom, but also it helps me to improve relating to other people as well. This is a must-read book for every leader. Book number 4, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This is a book about personal effectiveness. I read this book probably about 30 years ago, and it's changed the way I think about work, about being in a very drastic way. Stephen Covey quoted Aristotle in this book. He said this: "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." Wow, that was a big aha moment for me. The idea that good, effective habits are really important determinants of success got imprinted deeply into my psyche since then. I've observed that most successful people that I know today, they practice some, if not all, of these 7 habits. Here are the 7 habits. 1, be proactive. 2, begin with the end in mind. 3, put first thing first. 4, think win-win. 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. 6, synergize. And 7, sharpen the saw. Based on this book, I have designed a training course for network marketing leaders, how to imbibe these 7 habits in their day-to-day business and being. I regard this book as a compulsory read for all entrepreneurs and business leaders. Book number 5, Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. This is a book that points out the attributes of super high achievers. It's a very thought-provoking book. The author explained the factors that contribute to exceptional level of success in super high achievers. There are many lessons in this book, but one key lesson I took away is the 10,000 hour rule. You see, many people think that if someone has a natural talent, he will surely become successful. The author argues that that's not quite the case. He pointed out that even highly talented and successful individuals, like the Beatles, Bill Gates, and even Mozart, there's one common attribute to their ultimate success, and that is they've invested over 10,000 hours of hard work in their trade and whatever skills that they master eventually. They have the willingness and the tenacity to do it over and over and over again until they reach past 10,000 hours and they gain mastery. Now, 10,000 hours amount to roughly about 10 years of hard work. This realization has become a very foundational mindset for myself. Whenever I embark on honing a new skill, like filming and video editing, or building a successful network marketing business, it is really important to have the willingness and the tenacity to keep going, doing whatever I do repeatedly and hit the 10,000 hours before I gain mastery. So this 10,000 hour rule tells us to stay away from the temptation of taking shortcuts and be wishful in hoping for success or get rich quick. There are many other very thought-provoking lessons in this book, so pick up a copy and let this book change your life too. Book number 6, My Way, The Way of the White Cloud by Osho. This is a book about inner transformation and spirituality. Osho is one of my spiritual masters. This is one of his many books that helps seeker of truth like me to navigate an inner journey. In this book, Osho has chosen the symbol of the white cloud to represent the way a seeker moves on the path. He spoke of all the different states: rain, sun, storm, wind, rainbow, and they are all part of the mystery of being. A white cloud has nowhere to go. It moves everywhere. All dimensions belongs to it, and all directions also belongs to it. Nothing is rejected. Everything exists in total acceptance. The idea that I too can exist as a white cloud is deeply insightful and totally transformational. There's really no need to fight the wind or resist the storm. Life can be an easy flow like the white cloud. Personally, this awareness is enormously calming, reassuring. It gives me the spiritual ballast to live a life of inner tranquility and peace amidst today's massive disruptions, problems of all sorts in the world, and unending challenges in business, in life, and in leading people. As you can see, I have the whole library dedicated to Osho's book. I highly recommend that you pick up one or more of Osho's book, or this particular My Way, The Way of the White Cloud, in the new year. It may just give you the inner peace and power so that you can manifest your outer success. I'm eternally grateful to all these authors for sharing their stories and their knowledge in words. Although there are ebooks and audiobooks nowadays, my personal preference is still to support this author by buying their books. Having a physical copy allows me to highlight important paragraphs and pen down my personal thoughts on the pages. I also have the habit of rereading the books over and over again. And interestingly, every time I read a book, because it's at different stages of my own personal development, different lessons will jump out at me from the same book. Books are such a wonder treasure for my personal growth and development. How about you? Are you a book lover too? What are some books that you would recommend to fellow entrepreneurs and fellow business leaders? Please share your recommendation in the comments below. Once again, Happy New Year. Keep reading to sharpen yourself, and let's co-create a better world together. All the best, and keep reading.
Thank you, Alvin, for your valuable insights. The interview with Alvin will continue next week, so do subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so that you won't miss any videos in the future.